So from about like 2010 until earlier this year, I pretty much only played MMOs. I played a lot of EVE Online, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, all of that stuff. Those aren't like the first MMOs I played. The first MMO I really got into was Ultima Online back when I was in like middle school. And I fucked around with EverQuest a little bit, but I didn't stick with it because none of my friends were really playing EverQuest. All of them were playing Ultima, and so that was the game that I got into. And that really kind of sparked my love of MMOs, or well, MMORPGs, we'll say. Um, and that really kind of carried through until a few months ago, really. Um, and this isn't a video where I'm not trying to shit on, MMORPGs as a genre. I think that they are really good. There are good ones, I guess I'll say. And there are plenty of things to be optimistic about in the MMORPG genre. Like Dragonflight is going to be releasing sometime soon and it looks promising. Ashes of Creation looks really good. I think that like Elder Scrolls Online is in a good place. I think Guild Wars 2 is in a pretty good place. I'm not trying to be just like a Debbie Downer about it, but what I have noticed is that those games don't really fulfill anything in my like gaming life anymore. I don't really enjoy them like I used to. There are still some MMOs that I like kind of dabble with. Things like Apex Legends. I'll still, every now and again I'll check out Guild Wars 2, see what's going on there. But I don't have the like wherewithal to continue with the grind. There are so many, mechanics in MMOs that feel just like you're on a hamster wheel and you're treading, you're running in this loop, but you're not going anywhere. You're constantly chasing the better gear. You're constantly chasing the better ranking in PvP. And like I'm not that guy. I'm not a good enough gamer to like try and climb a PvP ladder or even just like really get good, at games that are competitive like that. I still play Apex, but I just play it for fun. I don't really care if I'm good or not. I just like it. So in that sense, the idea of progression in those games is kind of lost on me. I don't care that much. And so when I finish a session of playing whatever MMO, I don't feel like I've done anything productive. I don't feel like I've done anything other than waste my time. And I don't want to talk about like, whether or not it actually is a waste of time because, everything is kind of a waste of time, right? But the feeling of wasting time is not a good one. So I think I'm kind of done with MMOs. Besides, I have like a huge backlog of games on Steam that I should really be like playing through since I've paid for them. I've been streaming Witcher 3 lately, and just playing it in general as well. And I have played it before. I've tried to play through it a bunch of times. And I think one of the things that kind of held me back from really progressing through the story or playing the game for more than a few hours at a time before giving up on it is that like I would try to play it while I was also, playing Eve a lot. And I would sit there and think like, the time that I'm spending enjoying myself playing The Witcher or playing, the Tomb Raider franchise or whatever is time that I should be devoting to grinding in Eve. And that's really dumb, right? So I think I'm just kind of done with MMOs. I don't really have that like time to devote to it anymore. There are things that I would rather do. And when I play a single player game, when I play something like The Witcher or Space Marine or even games like Mechanicus or BattleTech or whatever, right? At the end of a session of playing that, if I'm playing, whether I'm playing for like an hour or two, or whether, I'm saying, fuck it, keeping the sweatpants on and I'm just going to sit down and game this morning, right? I I feel like at the end of that, I have progressed. You know, I've moved the story of the game forward, or I have, you know, completed certain amounts of, you know, side quests and stuff. These things that aren't necessarily infinitely repeatable, and you feel like you've completed something and are able to move on from, right? It's not like I completed my dailies in World of Warcraft and then I can log in and do the same shit tomorrow. It's a gameplay loop that I can't really enjoy anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to say that MMOs are bad and you should feel bad for playing them. This life is fucking hard. Do what makes you happy. But, you know, MMORPGs just aren't really making me happy anymore. So I'm going to stick with the stuff that is. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say in this one. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.